Once again, today we are celebrating a day of giving here at ABC7. But with thousands of nonprofits out there in need, it can be tough to find one that you want to support. Earlier today, I spoke to Adia Culler, the Communications and Outreach Manager at Candid. It's an organization which provides you with specific information about nonprofits and how to donate wisely. Take a look.
So Candid is a nonprofit that provides the most comprehensive information about nonprofits, foundations, and philanthropy. So nonprofits will come to Candid to do research on foundations. Foundations will come to Candid to do research on nonprofits. Everyone will come to look at philanthropy. People who are looking at how they can donate wisely will come to Candid to look at nonprofits, foundations, or other vehicles of philanthropy. So we cover all of that. We also do a lot of training. We have Candid tools that are inside of libraries so that people can access our tools, anywhere around the world actually. And so we do a lot to really uplift the social sector and help nonprofits and foundations to thrive and really help those that they're here to serve.
Helping nonprofits by helping us making wise decisions, right? So can you talk about picking the right organization to donate to? What are some questions we should be asking ourselves?
Yes. So first thing that I would say is to consider your values. There are more than 1.8 million IRS verified nonprofits in the United States alone. And these organizations support different causes. They focus on various populations. They're located across the country. Some of them are located in the Bay Area. And so, as a matter of fact, more than 58,000 of them are located in the Bay Area. And so what we recommend is that people don't just give to the first organization that solicits them, but instead what they do is they look for an organization that aligns with their values. And so some of the questions you should ask yourself are, what cause or issue area do you want the charity to focus on? So for instance, do you want to support a nonprofit that addresses animal welfare or disaster relief or the environment? Another question you'd want to ask is, do you want to give to a nonprofit that's local, such as a nonprofit in the Bay Area, one that's national, or even one that's international? And a third question you'll want to ask in the beginning, just so that you can get everything situated, is to say, do you want to make a financial donation, or would you prefer to volunteer your time or contribute items like clothing and food?
Okay. And once we pick that organization based on the questions that you mentioned there is some additional research that you say is helpful, like transparency and leadership. Tell us about looking into that. Why?
Yeah, so one reason why that's really important is because it gives you a fuller picture of an organization's performance rather than if you're just focusing on what percentage of its budget is dedicated to overhead costs. Some people think that overhead means nonprofits aren't using money for programs or their mission, but staff, offices, supplies, technology, the list goes on. Those are all crucial to a nonprofit success. And so, in essence, we recommend that you look beyond overhead for more information so that you can get a fuller picture of whether you want to support a nonprofit.
And are there any red flags that we should be looking into?
Yes, I would say some of the red flags would be an organization that doesn't want to share information. Another red flag, if you're looking for legitimacy, for a charity's legitimacy, you would check if they are IRS verified. If they're not, then ask to see their IRS letter of determination. You can ask to see the organization's Form 990s. If the organization is a faith-based organization, you can ask to see its official listing in a directory for its denomination. And if the group isn't a 501c3, but it does have a fiscal sponsorship, you can research the fiscal sponsor organization.
Okay. Have there been times when someone has gone to your website and started looking at nonprofits that they think are reputable or that do great work or that give back in such a big way, and then people are surprised.
And they're surprised that they do give back in that way or that they don't give back in that way.
Yeah, or that they don't give back in that way, right? They
Mhm.
thought, oh wow, this is an organization that I've heard so much about, but wait, they don't give back as much as I think they should.
Sure. And I think that that's one where it goes back to the overhead. And when you look at how much of the money that they have are they actually giving to their services, but also what are the other things that they need to take care of, like staff, salary, all of those things. So um, we have a tendency to try and tell nonprofits don't spend more than a minuscule amount of money on overhead, but to succeed and for them to really support the communities, and they need to be able to have some flexibility with that.
And at the end of the day, I mean, we just want our money to go to a good cause that actually makes a difference, right?
Absolutely. Remember to trust your instincts. Trust your gut when it comes to which charity you'd like to donate to. If you have concerns about a nonprofit, don't contribute. Instead, find another nonprofit that does similar work but makes you feel more comfortable. And just remember that reputable nonprofits are willing to send their information about their work or direct you to their website. They don't use pressure tactics and they take no for an answer. And if you're searching, feel free to go on to candid.org/GuideStar, and you can search for nonprofits there. And every nonprofit there is an IRS verified nonprofit.
Well, if you'd like to donate to any of the organizations we've been profiling on ABC7 News today, we have all the information on our website. It's important to do it today as many nonprofits are doing matching pledges this day of giving. Just head to abc7news.com/takeaction.